Hello everyone, my name is Demercenary, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 build guide. This build is basically just completely ripping off the 3-time raid world first winner Celtic Repo's build, and I'm not going to apologize for it. But seriously, go check out him. He is one of the 6 most talented players in the entire world, as you guys already know. But this is his build, and I really like it, and I'm going to show it to you. First off, Thoughtless is one of my personal favorite sniper rifles, as it gets overflow and firing line. This one is very good for boss DPS. This is more of just a boss DPS build as a whole, so I'm not going to go over champion mods or anything, as this is more for endgame rating rather than GM Nightfalls or anything like that. Trinity Ghoul and Risk Runner are both two great options for an arc primary that you can use. They are really strong, and it just depends on the encounter and what you're running. Risk Runner will give you more damage reduction if they're shooting arc at you, so a Hive or a Cabal or a Fallen, Rage, Strike, etc. will be very good for this if they're shooting arc at you. But otherwise, you can go Trinity Ghoul for the in general gameplay. Next, you want a Demolitionist and Vorpal Hothead Rocket Launcher. If you can't get a Demo Vorpal Hothead, I would suggest, I can probably pull it. Probably should have done this before. There is the Heretic rocket launcher that you could get curated from the Altars of Sorrow. The curated role is Demolitionist and Cluster Bomb, which will allow you to use Demolitionist on your rocket launcher and get extra damage as well. Unfortunately, it's not adept, and also Cluster Bomb is very inconsistent, and the curated role does not roll with high impact casing, but that's FOMO. Subclass, you're going to run Missile for Yeet, and that is the highest damaging of these two supers. You need Thruster for the very quick cooldown and very quick casting speed that it gives you. I go for Catapult Lift, but you can choose whichever one that you want. You want Thunderclap because it's out of the 3 melees, it is the only one that you do not need to wind up and charge. You can just click it and you automatically proc Heart of Inmost Light. Next is Storm Grenade. Storm Grenade is the highest damaging out of all of these supers, and with the Touch of Thunder aspect, it will actually track the target that you are hitting, so you do not have to worry about the target moving out of range. You could go for Knockout, or you could go for Juggernaut, but I would personally go for Knockout because it's very easy to get amplified after melee kills or breaking combatant shield, as well as it gives you an extra fragment slot. But if you like Juggernaut, go for it. Touch of Thunder is the only required fragment or aspect, as it allows your Storm Grenade to track the opposing target, which is very useful. For fragments, you're going to want Spark of Shock, because the jolt damage will make it so that your Thundercloud does even more damage. Spark of Amplitude is nice, as it's a very easy way to generate orbs of power, but it is not needed. Spark of Magnitude is required, as it makes the Storm Grenade have an extended duration very significantly, and that will increase your DPS. Spark of Resistance is optional, but it's very handy. It gives you a 25% damage reduction to all combatants, as long as you have 2 combatants near you. Very useful, very good. Other options include Spark of Discharge, which any arc weapon Final Blow creates a ionic trace. Spark of Ions is good if you're just throwing your grenades, but I would not recommend that. Spark of Recharge is good because you do not have many ways of healing yourself on arc besides just waiting. For armor, we're going Heart of Inmost Light, which is the main exotic of the build. It's going to increase your ability cooldowns as well as increase the damage of them, or decrease the cooldowns rather. For your helmet, you're going to want at least 3 stacks of firepower. I have firepower on helmet, chest piece, and class item. And you need the mod supercharged. Or if you have it charged up, also works. You're going to want taking charge so that you can keep getting charged with light by picking up orbs of power. I use rocket launcher ammo finder and rocket launcher scavenger because I'm using the hothead. You're going to have... I use overload bow because that is the overload this season. You're going to have insert damage resistance mods, whatever you're running, whatever you're using. It's going to work out pretty well. And finally, you're going to need double bomber on your class item, as every single time that you use your thruster to decrease that grenade cooldown for Heart of Inmost Light, you're going to also get a massive increase to your grenades recharge rate, or cooldown, you know what I mean? This is another one of my personal favorite drips. I think that it needs some work, especially on the helmet, but as it is, I like it very much. This one was inspired by the Go Gold initiative to raise awareness for child cancer research. I unfortunately got into the game too late, or back into it rather, too late, and was unable to get a lot of the gold shaders. So instead, I went for the brightest yellow that I could find. So, hopefully I get to be part of the Cool Kids Club. And either way, just hopefully that you can go gold as well and spread awareness for child cancer research, because that is a very good cause. Thank you very much for watching. Go check out Salta Greppo, and have a good one.